Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our Shadow Era A to Z series. In this video, we're doing Bobcat Baduruu. I was very close to wanting to do an Undead Baduruu. I feel like that deck is also really strong. If you want to see a breakdown of that deck, leave a comment in this video below, and I'll do a part 2 video of Baduruu. So let's hop in and check out what this Baduruu deck looks like. First off, we got 12 allies listed. Really, it's 16 allies. We got 4 Krugel Trappers. In our items, you also see 4 Camouflage Foe. That's both board control and an ally. We also have 4 Deepwood Bobcats and 4 Snowland Spotters. For our abilities, we got 4 Pack and Extra. Really good. It's a cantrip draw for 1 cost. Ideally, you play it with your Bobcat on turn 5 after you have your weapon down. It also adds an extra point of durability to your weapon, so it's like adding another 3 damage because of Baduruu's ability. Then we have 4 Here Be Monsters. This is our ideal turn 3 play if we're going second. If we're going first, we still try to play it with the opponent at 3 resources to really punish them for sacrificing cards. Makes it really hard for a lot of heroes to get into the game when you're keeping their resources back, especially with the nature of Baduruu's ability. Then we have 4 Hunter's Gambit. This is both draw and board control. You know, you draw 2 cards after you kill an opposing ally, and it reduces their health by 2. So really strong card for hunters here. And it's the same thing with Camouflage Foe. That's a really good combo to put the 2 together. We also have 2 Perfect Shots. It is still a fatty meta, so those perfect shots are going to help you against Ellie. It's going to help you against Humak Reka. It's going to help you against Lance. It's going to help you against Zana. It's going to help you against Victor. It's just too good of a card right now in this meta to ignore it. Then we have 1 Leyline Nexus. That's going to deal with ankle breakers. It's going to deal with your mirror matchup. It's going to deal with King's Pride. Just a really good card to put in there. You could put Acid Jet in there instead. Like if Amber's really popular in the meta, then you can drop that in there. Dark Claw also looks really strong right now, so you could put Acid Jet in there instead of Leyline Nexus. Really, it's a personal preference of which one you'd like. I tend to go back and forth on it too, but Leyline Nexus is kind of the fallback here, since it does give you draw when you use it too. Items, we already mentioned the Camouflage Foe. I kind of put that into the ally list. We have 1 Night Prowler. This is kind of a finisher. If you draw it early, most times you just have to sacrifice it. Ideally, you have board by turn 6, and you can drop your Night Prowler, because on turn 5, you want your Bobcat Pack and Extra combo. So it's kind of just a finisher in the deck. Then we have 2 times Soul Seeker. I like this card against mages and Zal and Praxis. I also like it against Priest and Rogues because it's a cheap weapon that you can play if your weapon gets destroyed by like a Focused Prayer or a Stop Thief. You can also play it early on turn 5 too if you have board and you don't have like your Bobcat Pack an Extra combo to play. You can save some shadow energy to prepare for their item destruction. So I just really like putting Soul Seeker in Baduruu for that reason. Some people like to put like a Shadow Font in there and keep it at 1 Soul Seeker, but now you have 7 weapons, so you have a really high odds of getting your weapon. Then we have 2 Grundler's Double here. It can be extra draw. I just really like it for the 5 durability, and I like it for ignoring stealth, so it really helps against Moonstalker, who is getting stronger now with the buff changes that came in. So Grundlers definitely like it in there. Tala isn't really too big of an issue right now, but if she is, then we can up the Grundler's Double. But our primary weapon is Emor Crossbow. We can use that as our primary because we have Pack and Extra to keep its durability up. It's basically 5 damage if you want to take if you need to take Retail to kill an ally. So it's just a really strong board control weapon. That's why I like it as my primary here. So that's the breakdown of the deck. You just saw some gameplay too. So let's again go into the matchups, which I did touch on briefly. So let's see. So I mentioned Priest matchup. I mentioned Rogue matchup, Stop Thief, and Focus Prayer. That's why you have your Soul Seekers in there. If you have early board, especially playing Here Be Monsters, you can save your Shadow Energy up and just drop your Soul Seeker onto the board instead. Nightcrawler is going to be really good too if you have that board. But again, there's only one in the deck, so it can get buried pretty easily. Let's see what else. Elementalis and Humakreka can be an issue if they get their board built up quickly, because you don't have board clear. You do have the 2 perfect shots, but if they have a wide big board, then there's really not much you can do about it. It's probably just going to be a loss in that case. Majaya and Zaladar, those are really strong matchups for you. Mages in general, because of how quickly Baduruu hits them with Hasted Bobcats and Spotter giving you double attacks. You can really chunk hit points really quickly. Especially with the Here Be Monsters combo, they don't have a chance to really get their resources up to pull off combos. So those are really strong matchups for you. Amber is kind of a toss-up, at least for this deck list, since I'm rolling with Leyline Nexus. Acid Jet would help in that matchup if Amber becomes more prevalent. And again, because Darklaw is becoming more prevalent, you might want to use Acid Jet. I guess it depends on which one's more prevalent. If you have a lot of Priests and Rogues, then you want that Leyline Nexus. If you have a lot of Amber and Darklaw, then you're going to want Acid Jet. So just keep an eye on the meta there. But overall, it's a very versatile deck with Resource Nile, able to chunk health. You got some pretty good board control there with Camouflage Flow and Gambit, and Perfect Shots, and Emor's Crossbow. So just a really strong deck overall. That's why I generally lean on it. But I am starting to like Undead Baduruu a little more than I used to. Still kind of prefer Bobcat, just because I like the versatility of it. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the content, leave a like, leave some good comments, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Shadow Era guides. Thanks. See you guys next time.